If you want to get your ass into gear before 2026 arrives and you wanted to kind of incorporate some nice healthy girl habits, but you don't want to get so overwhelmed, then this video is for you. I'm going to be going through 11 micro habits, little teeny tiny habits that you can incorporate into your day-to-day life. This is just some inspiration on making some very small adjustments in your life that will make it this little bit better. So without further ado, let's dive into my healthy girl habits. I know it's so easy to feel like you're not doing enough, especially in today's society.
We live in a society.
When you're especially online all the time and you're looking at all the things that everyone is doing, it's so easy to feel like you need to do more. The reality is when you do more, you're spreading yourself so thin that you can't actually concentrate on everything, so then nothing advances and you end up feeling so overwhelmed and burnt out.
The pressure is getting...
I know it's easy to feel like you're not doing enough, especially in a world that's constantly shoving things down your throat. I get it. It is so stressful when you feel like you're already doing so much, but it doesn't feel like enough because the world is telling you to do more. But the healthiest thing you can actually do for yourself is to do less. I'm a girl who wants to do everything, and the idea of the fact that I can do anything in this entire world stresses me out a lot. If I don't know, there's just so little time and there's so many things I want to explore and so many avenues I want to take, and I just don't know which one I should do because I see someone paint online, I'm like, that looks really fun. Then I'm like, oh my god, I want to enter my pottery era, but then I want to do YouTube and I want to start a business and I need to do a full-time job to make money. And but in reality, by trying to do all of these things and juggle so many things, we are just making ourselves stressed by the endless rotation of tasks that we are giving ourselves. The truth is, it's not just the time that's limited every single day, it's your energy. And the less time and energy that you spend on trying to do everything, the better you can spend the time and energy on the things that actually matter and make a difference in your life. Sleep. This one, I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to me. Okay, I need a mirror. Speaking of you, prioritizing sleep is the most important thing ever. I think this is number one on habits, and I think we all realize and know this. Matthew Walker said in his book Why We Sleep that sleep is the single most important thing that we can do to help reset our brain every single day. Preach it, Matthew. You are so right. There is a ton of research done around the benefits of sleep and how important it is, and still so many of us neglect it and don't make it a priority. It's something I'm even trying to be more consistent on, of having a very regular sleeping time, going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time, and having my evening routine where I'm telling my brain, look, it's time to go to bed because we're brushing our teeth and we're having a shower and we're doing this very consistently every single day at the same time, or at least around the same time anyway, because I know it's so difficult with life sometimes that you can't do it every single day, which is fine. When was the last time you actually felt present? Answer me that, riddle me that. When was the last time you actually didn't have 1,000 things running on around in your head?
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts.
Meditation is so good at making you feel present and actually trying to just think of nothing. Because think of nothing right now. Honestly, try. It is so hard to literally just sit there and think of absolutely nothing, because guaranteed a thought will pop into your head, and it might be the most silly thought ever, but it's taking up mental energy and time. I am guilty of this. I don't know if it's my ADHD or what it is, but I always have a million thoughts running on in my head. It's a party up in there. But with meditation, I've been making a conscious effort in the morning to have a very slow morning and waking up and not going on my phone and going straight to sit down, putting on my sound cancelling headphones and doing a meditation. Even if it's just 5 minutes, 3 minutes of just breathing and just concentrating on your breath, and then every time your mind wanders, it's bringing the focus back and recognizing that you've had a thought, but not going into it. But you will notice how many thoughts come up in your brain in any given minute. It is wild how much stuff is going on in our heads all the time and how many thoughts are just there, and it's just constant noise. And I think it's such a healthy thing to learn how to just be present, especially with modern life encouraging us to constantly be switched on and constantly thinking of stuff and constantly being fed ads or information all the time. Our brains, I feel like, are going to explode. So just something that takes you away from the busyness of everyday life. I know for some of us, it is second nature to roll over, grab your phone, lie in bed, and then slowly wake up with that sweet blue light. By going on your phone in the morning, you are leaving your emotions in the hands of the algorithms. You're seeing all of these things that are going on in the world, and you literally haven't even got out of bed yet. Also, I found this really interesting that it makes sense, but just interesting to hear that by checking your social media first thing in the morning, it also creates a spike of a happy chemical called dopamine. And that lowers your baseline of dopamine levels for the rest of the day. So you then continue to crave social media to get that same hit that you did in the morning when you first woke up. And also advice, use an alarm clock. I have one of these guys. get like just one off Amazon. It's a lot easier. And then you can actually kind of keep your phone outside of your room, charge it in the living room, or leave it like away. So you're not inclined to pick up in the morning, because I feel like if it's there, you're going to continue that habit loop. So it's like, cut it. I want to be one of these reader girlies who like smashing out a book all the time. I'm trying to be, but I definitely think this is an amazing healthy girl habit of kind of getting into that sleep routine where you do get into bed and you pick up your book. Like I'm currently reading this one, which is actually a little bit morbid. But I'm reading Tuesdays with Marie. I like it. It's easy to read, but yeah, granted, I don't want to ruin the story, but basically it's about this guy's teacher who is dying, and it's an old man, a young man, and life's greatest lesson. So that's fun. Just what I want to read before bed. It's the same as no social media in the morning. Like you're priming your brain to be like, okay, this is the routine that I should be getting into. I just think it's a much healthier thing to do than be on your phone, which is another great benefit of leaving your phone outside of the room. Have an alarm clock, get yourself a book, and that can be your wind down time. If I am staying at home all day to work from home and I don't leave the house, I end up feeling a little bit defeated by the end of the day. And I just noticed such a difference that if I go on my little morning commute, and by morning commute, I mean to basically just leave the house, do a little route. It might be to go take out the bins, it might be to go get a coffee, it might just be to go for a little walk around the block. It does wonders, because there is nothing worse than just staying in your home for the whole entire day. For me, it's so worth it because I get out of the house and it just makes a huge difference to how I'm feeling. And I feel like I start my work day way more positively than I would if I was just to roll out of bed and start work. Do yourself a favor and just do 5 minutes. It's not much at all.
Okay.
Take the dishes for an example. It's 9:30 at night. You've just had dinner, you are tired, and the dishes are looking at you and they're like, clean me, clean me, please. I need to be cleaned. And you just tell yourself, I'll just do it in the morning. But then future you ends up waking up in the morning to a sink full of dishes that you could have done the night before. We're not becoming lazy. We have so much information everywhere. And I feel like with AI now, we are taking everything at face value. We'll ask it a question, and but this is the answer. And you're like, okay, without actually trying to dispute it and learn and question things. Learning is so important and is one of the things that will definitely keep your brain functioning into old age. And if you don't use it, you will lose it. Learning new things positively impacts the brain in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be anything major. Just learn something new every day. Because remember, what you don't use, you lose. So setting alarms for your habits. Hear me out. We already have an alarm on getting out of bed, right? So in the morning we set an alarm and we're like, okay, this is when I need to get up. I started creating alarms for other things. So basically I have an alarm for when I wish to have dinner and when I wish to wind down. Do I always listen to them? No. Is it a nice reminder of the person that I want to be? Yes. There's a book called Three Alarms, and it's written by Eric Parktaker. And he goes over a system of setting alarms throughout the day where he labels each alarm as his new identity. So this is another way to think of it, is basically like simple reminders telling you that you should be showing up as this person, you should be doing this. Sometimes life is busy, and yes, I do just say ignore because I might be in the middle of something, but it is just kind of retraining your brain to remember like, hey, you should be doing this, or hey, remember, don't forget about that. I love mornings. I just feel like I'm seizing the day. There's so much possibility in the air. Your body loves to have routine, right? It loves to wake up at the same time. It loves to go to bed at the same time. It loves to eat its meals at a similar time. So I think it's a really easy way to basically, by waking up at the same time and having like an early morning, you have time before work to do stuff for yourself. Because let's be real here, at the end of a workday, can you be bothered to do something for yourself? Most likely not. I know that I can't. I'm normally brain dead by the end of the day. So my mornings are my time. It's my time to meditate. It's my time to study. It's my time to do whatever I want in that morning, to go for a run or do whatever. So by getting into the routine of waking up every day and having these little tasks that you do, these little habits, will also help you with sleeping earlier and getting into these really good routines, which just help with consistency. This one is like common knowledge, but just wear sunscreen. Because I used to do that all the time. I would like, I'm going to get my base tan. So I'm going to go out and not wear sunscreen. Maybe I'll burn a little bit, but then I can start wearing sunscreen after that. I am now the opposite, where I am hiding in the shade. I don't want to burn. I am getting paler and paler. Even though I live in Spain, it doesn't really look like it. There was a photo that I saw recently where it was like this guy, I don't know how real it is, but it was this guy who had his both legs and arms on show, but he had been wearing trousers, I think, for most of his life, but always had his arms out. And the difference to his arms and his legs, it was like two different people. It's just like getting into the habit of wearing sunscreen. I put on Factor 50 on my face every single day. I use Beauty of Josin. This is really good. I really like this. It was recommended to me by my boyfriend's mom who'd seen it on some YouTube videos, and then I've literally seen it everywhere and I've heard people talk about it, but I genuinely really like it. It just soaks in really fast and it's nice because there's nothing worse than putting on like a sunscreen that's like very sticky and it feels like you're wearing sunscreen. So I think it's just finding the ones that work for you and then getting into the routine of kind of putting it on every day and making it second nature. So that brings us to the end of the 11 healthy girl habits. I'd love to hear about your micro habits. So if you have anything in mind that's benefited your life, then please leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear it and I'm sure everyone else would too. But thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!